All right, so we're gonna talk about how you can't have your cake and eat it too. And this is something my parents taught me, so shout out to you, mom and dad, because I'm seeing this happen with a client right now. And my client, I love her to death. She's an amazing client, she's crushing it. But here's the deal, she is working her way in between getting back with an ex and facilitating potentially dating someone new that she's known. The situation is a little bit more complicated than that, but I don't like to put people's business out there. But it reminds me of something that I did when I was younger, which is thinking that I could have my cake and eat it too. Meaning that I thought I could have one person while going and potentially committing or not even committing to someone else, right? Exploring my other options, having your cake and eating it too. As I got older, I burned myself pretty bad with this, especially in my 20s. Burned myself multiple times. And then again in my 30s when I was single, I screwed this stuff up all the time. Ultimately, even if you are a hotshot, even if you are a high-performing dude or a high-performing chick, and you're working your way in between having someone who doesn't want you and then maybe dealing with someone that does want you, but that's not really alluring. The point of the story is that when you think you can have your cake and eat it too, you're standing on a fence and the walls are slowly closing in, as is happening with this situation. The situation is that she is risking losing both of these people that she is entertaining, both the ex and this new person. Clearly the new person wants her, but that's not really attractive, right? Once we know somebody wants us, we kind of lose interest. And that's the disgusting, dark part of human nature. When we know someone wants something, it's in the bag, it almost loses its appeal. The chase is the thing that brings you into the thing. It inspires you. It gives you a little bit of dopamine, right? That's why we like being gaslighted. That's why we like being tempted. That's why we allow ourselves to be tempted or allow ourselves to stray from the path. That's human nature. We won't get into that discussion. But the premise is that when you think you can have your cake and eat it too, you may for some time. But the longer that you do that, the longer that you stand on that fence, the longer that you continue, right, pulling from that piggy bank, pulling from this piggy bank, that is going to come and bite you in the ass. And I tell you from experience, it bit me in the ass. I lost everything, right? I lost important people in my past. I'm over it now. We're good. But I'm saying it didn't align my words and my actions. I lost these people. I lost these things because I didn't align my words and my actions. And I'm seeing this in my client's situation as well. Unfortunately, she is not aligning her words and her actions. And she's trying to guess what other people may do depending on what she says or what she doesn't do. And her words and her actions are simply unaligned. And it is going to cost her in the future if she doesn't pick one. You can't have your cake and eat it too forever, right? You're gonna put something in the oven, you can work on something, and that's fine. But when that cake comes out, eat that cake. Don't eat that cake thinking that it's still gonna exist. And don't go window shopping for other cakes at the same time, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay? Cakes in the window don't really like when they see that cake is on your fingers. You know what I mean? I don't know what other metaphor to put out there for TikTok purposes. Anyways, you got to pick one. You got to go with it because what you got is always going to be better, even though it looks like the other side of the fence. The grass is always greener where you water it, not on the other side. Remember that. The grass is always greener where you water it, not on the other side. And if the grass is getting worse where you're standing, it's because you're pissing on yourself and you need to just go somewhere else, right? Clean yourself up, figure it out, move on. But don't lose both because you don't need to. You can't have your cake and eat it too. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.